money magnet, Stella. How you doing? Want to make some money today? All right. Welcome to today's episode of Stella's Wealth. A. Listen, you guys, today's topic is the wealthy kid. I said the wealthy kid. Now, we have to talk about this because this is something that not only is it near and dear to me, but it should be near and dear to you, especially if you have children, nieces, nephews, grandchildren, whatever the case, anybody that's in high school, middle school, elementary school, or preschool. The future of our children is so important, and from a financial standpoint. So we need to make sure that we are setting them up for financial success before they graduate high school. Because how many of us can attest to getting a credit card at 18 because we were at the bank with our parents and they said, oh, how old are you? Oh, would you like to get your first credit card, your first student credit card? All right. And then we get that credit card thinking we got money. Bang. And guess what we want to? And now we're going off to college, right? Or we have our friends or whatever the case, and we end up maxing out that credit card. And some way, somehow, because we were younger, this was years ago when the financial system and the credit system was more lax, we were able to get another credit card. And what do we do with that credit card? And another credit card. So then when it was time to get a car or a house or anything of that nature, what do we have boggling us down? Maxed out credit cards that we didn't manage properly. So do they want to give us a nice car? No. Oh, can we get a house? No, because guess what else we have? Student loans that we weren't taught about. So we have a lot that we need to get to our kids. So that's why this is so near and dear to me, and it should be near and dear to you, because we don't want our kids to make the same mistakes that we did growing up as young adults. So we have, in how Stella got a groove back, an 11-year-old kid who had over $3,000 in his bank savings. Where do we see that? Okay. We need to see more of that. All right. So here, the apple did not fall too far from the tree because Stella had mad money and now her son Quincy has mad money. So we need to teach our children how to have mad money, right? So this child offered his mom Stella his bank savings. Somebody was doing something right. Let me tell you why. This child immediately recognized when to apply his savings. See, the mom lost the job, Stella lost her job, and that's when he recognized, oh, it's time we need to use this money. What? And the way he said, Mom, remember I have over $3,000 in my bank savings. So my question to you is, do your children understand the principle of savings? Or do they only know to get the money and to spend the money? That's a question for you, all right? Now, here's the solution to this problem, because this is a problem in many households, all right? We need to have these conversations in the home. We need to be talking to our kids about budgeting, how to spend and how to save, because the bottom line is if you don't know how to save, you will spend all of your money, all right? And if you know how to somewhat save, but to really save from a budgeting standpoint, how saving can go from, oh, I'm just saving a few dollars a week or a few dollars out of my allowance for the kids to turning into, oh, I'm saving to have short-term savings. I'm saving to have mid-term savings, and I'm saving to have long-term savings. So savings is broad. It goes from saving a few dollars a week to having saving goals. This is financial planning at its finest, budgeting at its finest. But this is what we need to be teaching our children. All right, that it's more than just saving a few dollars a week. It's, Mom, I want to buy those tennis shoes, but they cost $200. Okay, now you have to do your short-term savings. Mom, I want to get a PS5. I want to get it so bad. Baby, that costs $500, $600. Okay. This is your midterm savings, where you take a few months to get to the $500, $600 to get that gaming system. Mom, we got a field trip coming up and I want to be able to pay for it myself. I know you got too many bills to pay and I don't want to boggle you down. I want to save for this field trip. I need to save $100 because we got to pay $25 and I need $75 for spending. Okay, short-term savings. Take about a month or two to save it up depending on their allowance or their chores, the money they receive from doing their chores, or if they have a little gig as a child. So these are the things that we need to be teaching our kids in the home. Are you teaching your children finance? A simple thing as budgeting. Listen, I teach children Monday through Thursday and sometimes on Saturdays, depending on the organization and their timing. I teach after-school programs, summer camps. We're talking about credits, budgeting, retirement, investing. Man, we talk about so many financial topics. You'll be surprised how these kids soak it in like sponges. And then when they regurgitate it back to me, listen, I'm gonna post a video of kindergartners, first graders, second graders, reading back, not even reading it. They're telling me off the dome what I taught them over the summer. And they're saying it like it's nothing. Thank God for blessing me to be a good teacher to these babies, because you know kids have a short attention span. But to come back and tell me about credit, to come back and tell me about bills, to come back and tell me about why we need to be saving, to come back, you'll be surprised what these kids are not too young to know about finance. I have recordings of kindergartners telling me why a trust is more important than a will. They're not too young. So you need to be talking to them about life insurance. And baby, if I pass away, this is available to you. They are not too young. I have these kids going home talking to their parents, Mom, do we have a trust? Do we at least have a will? Because I know the trust could be expensive. Do we have documents in place to make sure me and my siblings are okay? They're not too young. So I teach kids how to be wealthy at their age. I do that outside of social media. If you would like me to come on social media and start working on our kids, let me know. Let me know in the comments. I can bring this to social media. It's successful where I am. I'm out there talking to these babies that are in the trenches of only knowing how to make good money, bad money from selling drugs. I'm in the trenches with these kinds of kids. So, and it's successful because now they're knowing multiple ways of making multiple streams of income legally. And they're excited about it because they like their life and they know that they have so much potential ahead of them. And they know that they could be entrepreneurs and side hustlers and making multiple streams of income where they are now, because that's the generation of kids that we have. So, are you ready to bring this into your home? It goes back to the previous video. Your village matters. Who's in your village that has financial literacy? And if you don't have anybody in your village that's financially literate, you need to get somebody in your village. If that needs to be me, reach out. MoneyMoEmpire.com, click on one of the tabs and fill out the information. You guys, this is serious. We have to save our kids. We see where the economy is going, where adults are working 3, 4, 5 jobs and side hustles to make ends meet to put food on the tables for their kids. A lot of parents not eating because they're trying to feed their kids. So this is serious. So when it comes to our children, wealth, financial literacy, education in the home is more important than anything else when it comes to them. We need to set them up for financial success so that by the time they graduate high school, they have over $3,000 in their bank accounts, not yours, their bank accounts. And they're ready to use credit to their benefit to make the system work for them. And credit won't be running them, they will be running credit. And they'll be ready for assets and acquisitions and learning how to safeguard their assets, LLCs, trusts. So, listen, nothing happens if you don't do anything. So you have to speak up. Do you want to be rich? Do you want your children to be rich? Or do you want your family to wallow in regrets? That's only a question you, parent, can answer. We're here if you need us. That's the website. We're here if you need us. Reach out. And that's today's episode of Stella's Wealth, where we're talking about the wealthy kid and how we can turn our families into having wealthy kids. All right. Until next time. Bye.